Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome, 8th grade learners, to today's explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide as we explore this really fascinating concept from Heroes Smart Academy. We're actually going to blend mathematics with a much bigger picture today. We are looking at solving multi-step equations, but we're doing it with a special focus on divine order. Now, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed just looking at a long math problem, with a bunch of numbers and letters just scattered everywhere, you are exactly in the right place. We are going to break this whole thing down step by step and make it incredibly clear, completely manageable, and honestly, genuinely interesting. So let's kick things off with Section 1, the power of order. When you're staring at equations that require more than just one or two steps, it is completely normal to feel a little intimidated. When you see parentheses, addition, subtraction, and all those variables mixed together, it just looks like total chaos, right? But here is the secret. You actually don't have to solve it all at once. Before you even start trying to solve anything, you really just need to simplify things. You just need to create a little bit of order first. To show you what I mean, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever had to clean a really messy room? Think about that for a second. When you first open your bedroom door and you see clothes all over the floor, books on the bed, trash on the desk, it feels totally overwhelming. You can't just wave a magic wand and have it instantly clean. You have to tackle it in steps. Notice how perfectly cleaning a messy room compares to the math we are learning today. It's actually the exact same thing. Over on the left, we see that to clean a room, you first organize the desk, then you make the bed, and finally, you take out the trash. You are sorting things out before you finish the job. Well, solving an equation is literally that exact same process. You clean up the equation by simplifying it, then you isolate your variable, and then you solve. An equation is just a messy room, and we are just going to go in there and tidy it up. And this brings us to a really beautiful foundational principle for our explainer today. 1 Corinthians 14:40 states, "Let all things be done decently and in order." God calls us to do things in order. He brought order to the entire universe, and that is exactly how we are meant to approach these kinds of problems. When we learn to organize and simplify our math equations step by step, we're actually training our brains to think clearly, precisely the way God designed us to. Let's move right along to Section 2, your two math tools. So, how exactly do we clean up this mathematical room? Well, just like you'd need a trash bag and a laundry basket to clean your bedroom, you need specific tools to clean up a multi-step equation. And honestly, the best part? You already know how to use these. Here are the two main cleaning supplies we're going to rely on. First up, the distributive property. This is our tool to eliminate parentheses. Whenever you see a number sitting right outside a set of parentheses, you just distribute or multiply that number to everything inside. It's that simple. Second, we have combining like terms. This just means we look at each side of the equal sign and we group together the things that match, like putting all the variables in one neat pile and all the plain numbers in another. All right, Section 3, step-by-step equation solving. Now that we've got our tools ready to go, it's time to put them to work. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use these on an actual equation. We are going to build your confidence right here, right now, by creating a completely reliable step-by-step method. If you stick to this 3-step methodology every single time, I promise you will never get lost. Step 1, distribute if there are parentheses. Just knock those out first. Step 2, combine like terms on each side of the equation. Clean up your piles. Step 3, use inverse operations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, to isolate the variable and find your answer. This brilliantly illustrates that concept of divine order we just talked about. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. It's clear, it's structured, and it brings peace to the chaos. Let's actually see this in action with example 1. We're focusing on the distributive property here. We need to solve 3 times the quantity x plus 2 equals 15. Okay, the very first thing we notice, parentheses. So step 1, we distribute. We multiply that 3 by the x and then the 3 by the 2. Boom, that gives us a brand new, way cleaner equation. 3x plus 6 equals 15. See? Now it's just a basic 2-step equation. We want to isolate the x, so we subtract 6 from both sides, which leaves us with 3x equals 9. Finally, divide both sides by 3, and we get our perfectly tidy answer, x equals 3. See how naturally that just flows? Let's see how this builds when we need to grab our other tool. Example 2 asks us to solve 2x plus 4 plus x equals 10. Okay, no parentheses here, so we skip straight to step 2. Combine like terms. On the left side, we have it 2x and another x just kind of wandering around. That is a messy room. Let's put those in the exact same pile. 2x plus x gives us 3x. Awesome. Now our equation is nicely organized. 3x plus 4 equals 10. From here, guys, it is smooth sailing. We subtract 4 from both sides to get 3x equals 6, and then divide by 3 to find out that x equals 2. By combining those like terms first, we immediately brought order to the problem. Which brings us to Section 4, the ultimate math challenge. You are doing absolutely fantastic so far. Now it is time for the climax of our math examples. Please do not let the word challenge scare you. This isn't some difficult hurdle. This is a really empowering challenge. This is where we get to use all of our cleaning tools at the exact same time to take an extremely messy equation and transform it. Let's tackle example 3. Solve 2 times the quantity x plus 3 plus x equals 18. Wow. Okay, there is a whole lot going on there. But we know our divine order. Step 1, distribute. We multiply the 2 by the x and the 3, which gives us 2x plus 6. So now we're looking at 2x plus 6 plus x equals 18. Better, but still a little messy. Step 2, combine like terms. We have a 2x and an x on the left side. Let's combine them into a 3x. Our equation is now beautifully simple. 3x plus 6 equals 18. Now we just isolate. Subtract 6 from both sides to get 3x equals 12, divide by 3, and our final answer is x equals 4. Look at that. We brought perfect order out of total chaos, literally just by following the steps. All right, Section 5, your turn to practice. Now, it is time to hand the baton completely over to you. Watching someone else clean a room is great and all, but the only way to get good at it yourself is to roll up your sleeves and try. I want you to take your time with these, and this is absolutely crucial. Show your work step by step so you can actually see the order you are creating. Here are your practice problems. We've got 5 equations. Number 1 will test your distributing skills. Number 2 is all about combining like terms. And by the time you get to 3, 4, and 5, you are going to be using both tools together. Remember, these aren't just arbitrary math problems. These are 5 new opportunities to practice taking something messy and establishing clear logical order. Write these down, take a deep breath, rely on your steps, and you'll crush it. Finally, we reach Section 6, Education, Morality, and Peace. As we wrap up our math practice today, I really want to take a moment to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We have talked a lot about bringing order to math, right? But let's talk about bringing order to our lives. The core philosophy of the Hero Smart Academy Godly Learner series is incredibly powerful. It states that education without biblical morality actually hurts. Think about that for a second. What is the point of being incredibly smart, knowing how to solve the most complex equations in the world, and being highly educated, if we just keep making bad choices that hurt ourselves and the people around us? Being smart just isn't enough on its own. Romans 8:6-7 promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their minds spiritual. When we intertwine our education with a moral, spiritual mindset, that is when we find true peace and true purpose. So I want to leave you with this final, hopefully thought-provoking question. Today, you learned how to conquer mathematical chaos by establishing rules and following a divine, logical order. But looking beyond the numbers, will you choose order, morality, and true peace in your daily choices today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep practicing your equations, keep seeking order in everything you do, and we'll catch you next time.